Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Boma, and I'm back again with another video. So on today's video I'll be talking about like the top few universities you should sincerely avoid in this 2023. And this is for those who will be coming in June and September batch, and even those who will be coming next year. Maybe they'll put a change to certain things, but for now, if you don't want to be on the slow motion gang, if you see these schools, just definitely take off. I'm telling you, my brother, my sister, take off immediately. There's no two ways about it. Just run for your life. for now, though, maybe they'll improve on certain things later, but for now, my dear, just avoid the schools. So the first one I'll be talking about is Teesside University. Yes, you heard me right. Teesside University is one of those schools you should avoid in this 2023. People say, but Mama, you attend Teesside. Why are you not advocating for Teesside? My dear, I'm not going to be advocating for Teesside anymore, because within this 2021/2022 batch that came in last year, a lot of them have seen Shege. It's remaining Banza. Yes, a lot of them saw Shege Banza. First of all, Teesside increased their school fees from what it used to be. It used to be £14,000. They increased it to £16,000. And notwithstanding, I'm not blaming the school for increasing fees, because they had a number, like a large number of influx into the school, and so they needed to employ more teachers, more hands on deck. I know, give the school the standard it was actually getting. You understand? It was becoming a high-ranking university because of the number of international students and how well the international students were doing in the school. So it got a very, very high rank in the northern part of England. So they had to, increase the fees for this. So they've increased their school fees, and that's not what I'm on about. So one of the things Teesside did last year to students that were coming in 2022 was a lot of them were given provisional admission, and along the line paid school fees and were waiting for their CAS, only for them to be denied CAS, or many of them moved onto another badge. Like, let's say you apply in January 2022 and you're waiting for your CAS, you've paid your school fees, you've put in your proof of funds and all that, expecting that you will get your CAS. Now, most of them did not get their CAS, and they were now moved to the next batch, which was in September. So if you're the person that wants to come into the UK through the study route, I think that did not give them great credibility with international students, because they got a lot of backlash from international students. People were insulting them on the media, on the internet, and so whatnot. A lot of people were calling, and their response was not what you would normally want to hear, and they were actually laid back with communication with international students. I feel when stuff like this happen, schools should be able to relate with students and tell them this is what is happening, no matter how bad it is. Like, we have a lot of influx, and it's taking us time to address a lot of things. We don't have enough hands on deck. We need to employ people to help out with our customer service and all that. I think it's good that the school just tells people or students, international students, what's going on, instead of leaving them in the dark. So that's one thing Teesside did for students that came in 2022, and it was not a funny one. The next one I'm going to be talking about is Teesside as in Middlesbrough itself. So Teesside is located in Middlesbrough in the United Kingdom. Now, the truth about living here in Middlesbrough now is that, my dear, there is no school for your child. If you're coming here as a family and you're coming in here to work, you're coming in here to work, save and pay up your fees, it's definitely going to be very difficult for you. Because why? Teesside, Middlesbrough right now has a lot of influx of international students, and there is no job. I'm not going to say jobs are little. I don't want to use the word little, so that you know how serious it is. There is no job. A lot of us that are living right now in Middlesbrough actually work outside Middlesbrough. We work in Newcastle, we work in maybe Sunderland, we work in other northern areas that are actually not Middlesbrough. So Middlesbrough right now is saturated with international students, and you are supposed to be maybe working 3 shifts or 2 shifts in a week, and you're getting only 1 shift in a week. How is that supposed to cater for your bills? How is that supposed to take care of your basic needs? How is that supposed to even balance up your school fees? And during the long holiday, like from that May, June, July, August till September, we have like 3 months or almost 4 months long break. You're supposed to be working back to back to save up enough money for your second year school fees. But if there's no job, how are you supposed to do that when they are giving you just one shift, one 12-hour shift? That's about £120 in 1 week. How are you supposed to pay your rent of £400 a month? How are you supposed to feed? How are you supposed to even pay school fees? So that's another thing that is happening right now that a lot of people are not talking about, and I don't even know why people are still encouraging people to come to this side. Right now it's too much. We are jam-packed here, and a lot of us are even planning to leave. Like, we are choking. A lot of us are planning to leave to other cities where it's a little bit calm, and I don't know, whatever the case may be. So another thing about this side is they worry a lot for the school fees. This side is to be lenient with students when it comes to school fees payment, especially if you've come in and you've told them this is what the payment plan is and all that. Sometimes if you don't pay up after 2 weeks, they might just send you an email, like a warning email and all. Now this side is very fierce with their school fees. Like, if you don't pay, they send a lot of messages that are actually heartbreaking and like threatening you, like they'll report you to the UKVI, you know, those kind of messages that will just trigger you and you start panicking. Nobody wants to be in that kind of condition. Nobody wants to be in that state where the pressure from the school is so much that you're even doing your schoolwork and you're so worried about school fees that you see yourself not doing well academically because of, you know, your school fees generally. And again, because the city is not helping with jobs circulation, so you find yourself in that category. It's not people's choice that they want to owe. There is no job in Middlesbrough, so you have no choice but to owe until that money is complete. So imagine them threatening you. I'm sending a message to UKVI. I'm sending that. You start panicking. At the end of the day, mental health is important. That's all I can say. So another one again is accommodation. I don't even want to go into detail because all over UK accommodation now is an issue, but in Teesside is deeper. I won't even say too much on that one. Accommodation now in Teesside is deeper. People are saying no accommodation. In Teesside is worse. Seriously, is worse in Teesside. So coming into University of Teesside University, just know that you're going to search for accommodation for a very long period of time, and hope you're willing to wait and have that patience till you get accommodation. So the next university we'll be talking about is University of Derby. University of Derby, people actually paid school fees and they actually were expecting to enter school in January 2022, and a lot of them were pushed to September 2022 because they had to defer a lot of admission. I feel they realized they had taken too many influx of students and they were overwhelmed with the amount of students coming in because of the whole Japa syndrome. I'm sure they were just dishing out admission and they were not counting maybe you know, their standards to university. Maybe 50 is supposed to be in a class, 30 is supposed to be in a class, 40 is supposed to be in a class. Maybe they had their standards and they were not cross-checking. They were dishing out admission letters, and when it came to the time to give out CAS, they had to actually, you know, come back to the table and look at how many people they were giving CAS, and a lot of people did not get CAS. You know, they denied some people CAS and actually moved some people from the batch they were supposed to come in to the next batch. Imagine you are sold a property, your house or something, and you're squatting in a hotel back home and you're expecting, oh, I've gotten my admission, so definitely let me sell my property or that my land, I'm coming into the UK. There's money now pushes you to September. It's kind of heartbreaking. So I think University of Derby is one of those schools you should avoid coming into this country in 2023. The next university we'll be talking about is University of Birkbeck. I think basically most of them I've mentioned also have like similar stories or similar issues. University of Birkbeck also had issues with excess influx of students because they asked students to pay £500 for their deposits. So a lot of people found it very cheap and started paying £500 for deposits for school fees before they come. So they saw a lot of influx too, and they now told students that if you don't pay up extra 1,500, that's amounting to £2,000, they were actually not going to give you your CAS. You know, normally international students are sometimes desperate because you've told everybody I'm going to school in September, and you're expecting that by September 2022 you will be in school, or September 2023 you'll be in school. Then the school calls and says, oh, £500 is not what we are going to be taking anymore, but you have to pay £2,000. So if you've paid 500, please add extra 1,500 onto that 500 and make it £2,000 for you to get your cars. Do you know, the truth is most of the international students actually sort out this money and make payments into the school's account of 1,500, but a lot of them were not still giving cars. A lot of them were still denied cars. Then the few that got the cars, they were giving them, sending them emails to switch to other courses or accept other courses in so and so field that are not actually what they initially planned for, or better still, many of them, they were deferring them to the next year. So I feel they all have like similar issues, and I feel that's bad because a university is supposed to be accountable. You should know in every section what amount of admission letters you're dishing out and how many can you take as a school. So if normally you're giving out admission letters and you are not counting, which means you're not accountable, I don't trust you, and I wouldn't want to trust my followers to into your hands to make an admission inquiry or application to that school, because it's certain that they might get hooked up along the line, because there is no credibility when it comes to, you know, accounting for the number of admission letters they are giving out. So basically these are the schools I'm going to mention for now. I'll still do my research on other schools, and another thing I would like to add here in this video is, in as much as we have few schools we said you should avoid in 2023, I want to tell you something. The cheap universities are not all that. That's what I want to say. Most times you might feel like I want to go to a university that is not so expensive. Sometimes cross-check the city where the university is. Like University of Hull, I've heard a lot of stories from friends at University of Hull. Right now, there are no jobs. It's the same thing we are experiencing in Middlesbrough, that people in the University of Hull are also experiencing. A lot of them are living outside the school city. They are living outside where the school is situated, and they are all staying outskirts because those are where they have jobs. So why not apply to University of Salford, University of Birmingham, apply to the schools that are the University of Bradford, University of what's this other one, Portsmouth, apply to University of Liverpool, apply to University of what's this one, Bournemouth, apply to University of I can't really remember all of them, but whatever the case may be, apply to those universities that people are actually running away from. Trust me, you will get your admission. Even if the deposit is high, pay the deposit, come in, you will see jobs, you will see accommodation, you will see, in short, you just come in. And I feel at some point you might struggle for a while because the school is expensive, because you might not come in with so much cash after paying maybe 50% deposit of your school fees. But trust me, when you settle, you get a job, family will be settled, there will be schools for your children. Like, it's not this one in Middlesbrough that will come now be looking for school to put your child because the schools are full. They have a standard here. If there are 100 children in a school, even if your child comes now, you start begging to put your child, that your house is just behind, nobody is going to accept that child, because the standard is 100 children to one school. Right now in Middlesbrough, if you bring your children might not find school to attend because schools are full. Like, everywhere is saturated. So basically that's all I have for you guys in this video. Please, if you like this type of videos, please drop a comment for me in the comment section. I'll do a little research and bring more stories and more things like this for you to hear. Thank you all for watching. Please do have a wonderful day, and hit that subscribe button. Like, share this video to your friend, share it to a friend of a friend, and help this my channel move to the permanent side. Bye guys.